Hey guys, welcome, bringing you a general reading for all signs for the new moon in Gemini. New moon in Gemini will be at its peak at 7:30 a.m. Eastern time on Monday the 30th. So about 4:30 a.m. on the west coast of the United States, and then 3, 4, 5, 12:30 in the afternoon, I believe, across the pond. Check your local listings. The moon is actually in Gemini now as I record this. I like to record it when the moon is in that sign, just so I'm drawing off that energy. So I do have some notes. This reading is timestamped, so if you want to skip ahead to the oracle or to the tarot, you can do that. But I love to give you the information so you know how to work with the new moon. So we have this opportunity to reset, always with a new moon, right? It's about setting intentions for the new lunar cycle, but we are now given the opportunity to put the very challenging last lunar cycle behind us. We can set intentions for the month ahead. We are now well through the eclipse wormhole. We come out on the other side. That energy did not disappoint. April and May together have been very, very challenging, as was promised by the intensity of the astrology. But the month ahead should be a lot less destabilizing. Yay! And I'm going to tell you that we have Mars has just moved into Aries. Real quick, I'll tell you that. Venus is in Taurus. So Mars is in Aries. That's a sign he rules. Venus is in Taurus. That's one of the signs she rules. And Mercury is going to be moving back in, still retrograde, but stationary right now, but is going to be moving back into Gemini, which is one of the signs he rules. So there's 3 personal planets that are all going to be really comfortable, moving direct and comfortable in like their home signs. So that's what's coming up ahead. It's literally just around the corner, promising a beautiful month of June and maybe even most of July. We're all going to finally feel like we're back into our comfort zones and things are firing on all cylinders with ease and grace. So that's what's coming. So we want to be setting intentions in this new moon in Gemini for clear thinking, right guidance, finding our focus among all the possibilities, really honing our communication skills so that we can follow with right action. And the right action part is actually Mars moving into Aries. And with this new moon, Mars meets up with Jupiter. Jupiter's in Aries now. So the 2 of them are conjunct while the sun and the moon are conjunct. So we've got the sun and the moon in Gemini together. We've got Jupiter and Mars in Aries together, which is very supportive energy for this new moon. So for the rest of this year, we're going to be charged with taking action on things, getting things moving in earnest. All those, projects we put on the back burner or things we said we would take care of at a later date, well, it's all here right now. Now, the new moon being ruled by Mercury, as Gemini is one of the signs that Mercury rules, Mercury himself is being led by Venus right now. I know this is a little weedsy, but I think it's helpful for you to know. Because he started his retrograde in Gemini, and then he moved back into Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. So Venus is like pulling Mercury along, which is great because it's all about communication from the heart. I know, it's really, really good. And the thing is that he's stationed right now, which means he's preparing to turn around and go direct. But right now he's like stuck at 26 degrees of Taurus and hasn't moved in days and may not for another week before he starts to turn around and head back towards Gemini. So anytime a planet is stationing, it's more powerful with the focus that it brings, which Mercury, again, is about thoughts, perceptions, communication in matters of the heart. Taurus ruled by Venus. So this may have 2 effects because we have Mercury in Taurus move sort of stationed and bringing us all this, challenging energy. Like it's saying, wait a minute, I'm stopping right here. This is what I want you to pay attention to, everybody. I'm here in Taurus. It's like time to get it together with your communication with your beloved. I know, but there's two potential effects this may have with the new moon. On the one hand, if we're quiet and still and listen, right, because that's part of communication, one whole half of communicating is listening. Whatever intentions we set at this time may be more grounded, deeply rooted, more deeply in our unconscious, where there's greater traction, right? Because if all of our intentions are right here on the surface in the level of conscious thought, it doesn't settle itself down deep enough to gain any real traction. So that's one good thing, is with that planet stalled out almost, it gives us time to kind of dive deep with our intentions and let it settle in our unconscious, so that it can help facilitate the manifestation process. But this posture of Mercury also runs the risk that the intentions that we're setting may have delays inadvertently built into them. So what I came up with, my little quote, I wrote it down, is it's like, hurry up and wait. Okay? The hurry up is Mars in Aries. That's the Mars and Jupiter in Aries influence. Hurry up, the time's now, the time's now. Mercury stalled out in Taurus says, hurry up, but wait. There may be delays. So as long as you're aware of that, you can expect that to be part of the process. How's that? So with the moon in Gemini, we're talking about third house influence. Third house is the house of communication, thinking, mindset, speaking, writing, learning. Interactions with siblings is very big. Interactions with neighbors is very big. So that influence is already built into it, no matter where you have Gemini in your chart. But then once you find Gemini in your chart, you will find how that third house influence of communication and your thoughts and perception, all that stuff, what aspect of life it's tapping into for you. So for example, this is what your birth chart looks like. I've got Gemini over here in the 11th house of, wait for it, the collective. So that's my communication and all of the interactions I have with you. So to celebrate that, and in honor of that, one of the intentions I set a little while back was to re-up and offer subscriptions for the extended readings. Many of you have been saying, when are you going to offer that again? I was using a different platform at that time that was not designed for a subscription model, and it got bogged down by technological problems and limitations on bandwidth. I could only upload so many files at a time. The new platform I'm on, I've got no restrictions on bandwidth, no restrictions on files. And I did test it out with one of our beautiful channel's members, and it worked really well. And I've been waiting for the right time to launch it. So as of June 1st, you will see a link to that in the description box below. You can check it out. There will be 2 levels, and you can get all the information there. I'm going to make little videos about it so you know which subscription is which. So moving on to Oracle. I pulled from Queen of the Moon Oracle. We start with, interestingly enough, card 37. 3 and 7 is 10, so there's completion here. It is the fruition card. This is actually Harvest Moon energy. But this is talking about celebrating all that you're grateful for in the challenging cycle you just completed and came through. So the 37 is letting you know it's done. It's a wrap. Right? The seeds of intention you planted at the last new moon have now taken root, are coming to fruition. And once that cycle ends, a new one begins. And that brings in a need for courage. We have the fear card here. So this is card number 11. Very significant, right? So this is saying fear is only useful if it teaches you something. So check to see if your fears are old or are they new. Are they useful? Are they teaching you anything or not, right? If they're not helpful, remember fear blocks flow. So your last card out is card 32. 3 and 2 is 5. 5s are about change, and it says trust, right? So trust yourself. If there is fear there, trust yourself and know you can rely on your own capabilities, your own intuition as you navigate the new energetic environment or experience you're kind of embarking on. So changes in the air, completions, we've got old cycles closing, new cycles beginning, which can always trigger our insecurities and our fears, our uncertainties of how to proceed. But then if we just trust ourselves and our capabilities and our intuition to know that we'll be guided. I used the mother duck and the ducklings reference in a reading. I don't know if it was Aquarius or Pisces, but it was super recent. The little ducklings, like course correcting. So that's exactly how that feels to me. And I think when I spoke about it, I even said that that's how karma works, right? Karma is our friend because it's the mother duckling. I don't know who I said it to, but I said it to somebody. That it's sort of like the mother duck getting the ducklings back in line. So you want negative karma because you want it to remind you that you're either not on your path or somebody's pulling you off your path. And so it helps you to realign. So lovely, lovely message. Let's get into the reading. I'll do a modified Celtic cross. And let's see what's coming through for twin flames, soulmates, love relationships. That's what we're doing. Six of Pentacles, great. Balance, generosity, equal give and take, some flow. I like it. What's crossing us here though? Two of Pentacles. Are we in? Are we on or are we off? Are we in or are we out? We up or are we down? Two of Pentacles suggests that there may be some options that need to be considered in real time. Could be some energy of being undecided. Underneath, King of Cups in the unconscious awareness. That can represent water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but also, the keeper of your heart, someone's emotional availability, their open-heartedness. In the past, we have the World, endings and new beginnings. We got that in that fruition card. Justice is what's crowning you. This is in your conscious awareness. Again, about balance, about fairness, about all things being equal. Justice is also about equity, though. So is the Six of Pentacles. Chariot, moving forward. I like it. Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles. So I'm feeling here the overall energy, Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like fresh start coming in. We've got the King and Queen. That's nice. We've got the Knight of Cups, which is an offer of love. And we've got the Page of Pentacles, but there's some new aspect to it here. There's a fresh start or a new start or taking the first step in a new cycle, in a new direction. That may be where the fear is coming from and where you have to trust yourself, right? Because we have the fear card here. Interesting. All right. So let's go ahead and clarify. Six of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Three of Swords, the Fool, and the Death card. Okay, so now I understand. The Two of Pentacles, what's crossing you here is some measure of feeling torn, right? And the reason why undecided and torn about the Six of Pentacles, is there even a possibility that we could enter into a reciprocal arrangement here? Because Three of Swords, the Fool, and the Death card underneath, things would need to be pretty different. Right? We've got the Fool saying, I want to take that leap, but I'm looking fresh at the wounds of the past. What I've already just come through was pretty difficult. So there's some undecided or torn energy around taking that leap. But, in consideration of the Death card is about growth, change, and transformation. Right? We go through difficult situations and experiences and cycles, and we grow from them. and we're different. We come out on the other side a changed person, and that goes both ways. So I do see where there's some hesitation with that Two of Pentacles, often as a timing card. It's like, I'm just going to keep things moving in place. I'm not going to take that leap just yet. Maybe the wounds for some of you are still too fresh. Remember to be gentle in those comments, okay? Because I know that a lot of these readings can be very triggering. King of Cups in your unconscious awareness. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Wands, the Sun, guys. So when you're not, okay, when you're not encumbered by ego, and what I mean by that is we are souls having a human experience, and the human part involves ego. And all I mean by that is not, oh, you're egotistical. That's a different word. Ego, when our eyes are open and we're talking and we're thinking and everything, like we're always operating, believe it or not, from ego in the moment. That's not a bad thing. It's by design. It's by design to keep us safe. It's by design sometimes to hold us back from impulses, right? The problem with ego is sometimes we get into a loop with it. And when we're operating from that loop of, you know, oh, this new opportunity, this person says that they understand that they need to be more generous with their time, or they're coming back in and what I really want is an equal relationship, but I'm not sure that they're prepared to give that. And I remember the last time that it was very one-sided and there wasn't fairness and balance, right? We have the Justice card, you're seeking the balance. So I'm not sure I want to take this leap of faith. Do you hear the conversation that ego is having? Okay, so that's all I mean. In your unconscious awareness, when your ego is not operating at full tilt, when your soul is unfiltered, right? The unfiltered soul wants the love, the new beginning, the happiness with the twin. The unfiltered soul knows what is available to you. It wouldn't be showing up if it wasn't a possibility. That's just how the divine works. So we've got the King of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings, life partnership, Four of Wands, right? Something joyous and celebratory, and the Sun. That's where your happiness lies right now, in your unfiltered soul. Now, the unfiltered soul isn't always dealing in a reality moment to moment, which is why the ego steps in and says, what? Wait a minute. Hold your horses. Look before you leap. Look before you leap. So I took the long way to explain that, because that's exactly what I think I see happening here. And it has come through in a number of readings that have been really overall pretty good, but that ego structure of responding from fear has been getting in the way. All the underneath energy, really high vibe, really trusting self, most of all, and to know that you can come through anything, but the ego kind of getting in the way and pulling back on the reins. So let's see the world in the past. Hierophant, the world again. Six of Cups. Wow. You've been through several cycles with this person, lifetimes in fact. Six of Cups, past life soulmate. The world here twice with the Hierophant in the middle. This is these are issues of cycles around commitment, right? Re-upping it, losing it. Re-upping it, losing it. Could be in and out of connection. In communication, out of communication, right? Feel the cyclical energy of that. And it's also part of this fruition card, right? It's like something's kind of coming to fruition from the past, from these cycles, with that Hierophant to me coming through here as who you both are at your core, what your beliefs are, all around energies around commitment of your souls, the contracts you have made to each other across lifetimes. That's very 5D. Even though the Hierophant, believe it or not, is 3D, I'm feeling that double hit of the world with the Six of Cups is very 5D. The highest version of your timeline is what I'm seeing here in the past, and the cycles to get there. So now we have the Justice card. Oh, so beautiful. This reading, guys, set those intentions. Justice, Temperance, the Lovers, the Empress, 4 major arcana here is supporting you. This is what's crowning you right now, right? The validation, the vindication, that Justice card coming in to reset the scales of balance. I feel the reset energy of this new moon. Temperance saying you don't have to push. There's no push involved, right? With Temperance, all energies come into flow and balance. You're being guided, you're being guarded, you're being protected by Temperance there. It is about self-control and restraint, so it's basically saying you don't have to push. It's all unfolding. There's the Lovers, there's the Divine Feminine underneath. So stay in that energy of unconditional love, the wisdom of patience here as this connection comes back to union. Now, that is a choice, and I talk about it often in the comments. I can be seeing a reunion here, but everyone has free will. So you do have to have some measure of realistic grip on your own situation and how realistic you feel it is that your person is arriving at that same point as you are at the same time. So I like to say that because some people have come into the comments and they're very disappointed that things haven't, come through for them, and a little digging in my reply to them, and I find out that, oh, well, it broke up years ago and ghosted or whatever, and somebody's blocked somebody, and it's like, well, is it realistic that they're just going to appear out of nowhere, out of thin air, right? So those are the questions to be asking yourself. Let's look at the Chariot. And also remember, we're all on different timelines, so not everything is happening in this instant for each person. For some of you, it's already happened. For some of you, it's unfolding presently. And for others of you, it will unfold in the future. Chariot is moving forward. It is a card of victory against all odds, right? So I do feel the against all odds energy pretty strong. There's the wisdom coming through. The Hermit, you've been on a solitary journey. You will get your just desserts with that Justice card. And here's the Page of Pentacles again. We have the Page of Pentacles out twice now. And what that's letting you know is there's something new to be learned here, even though you've gathered a lot of wisdom. As you continue to push and move forward against all odds, you'll be in new territory. But you're bringing your wisdom with you. You're bringing it with you because that's from the top of the deck. The bottom of the deck is that little Page of Pentacles, which comes out from the top of the deck in the 3 overall energy cards I picked. So let me get a little something for that. There's the delay. Wow. Yeah, I'm seeing, so with the Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles, I am seeing reconciliation. That feels good, but there's a delay. Hanged Man, 7 of Pentacles. It'll be worth the wait, so you do want to continue to plant seeds of intentions around reconciliation, if that's what you desire, around reunion, if that's what you're choosing. But be prepared to have everything kind of hang out for a little bit. That I just feel the delay energy as I read it to you from my notes about the new moon in Gemini, with Mercury sitting still. I mean, not appearing to move at all in Taurus. So that Taurus, there's the reconciliation, right? Mercury in Taurus. But there's a delay until he picks up speed again, which won't be until, I want to say, the 13th of June. Okay, so that is what I have for this part of the reading. Let me tell you all the energies that showed up astrologically speaking. The extended, there's a link below. I go all around the zodiac, Aries through Pisces, and here's what I'm going to be looking at for each sign: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Opportunities regarding communication between the soulmates, the twins. The block or challenge that needs to be dealt with first, and the next best step forward. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be looking at, all around communication between you and your divine counterpart, and how we get you there, and how we sidestep any blocks or challenges, and the very next best step for you to take. So here's who showed up in this reading. We have King and Queen of Cups, can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I just think it represents the soul bond, connected at the level of heart. We have the Sun is Leo, the World is out twice, Aquarius and Capricorn. That's a card of Saturn, right? The cycles, lessons learned. Hierophant is Taurus, Justice is Libra, Temperance is Sagittarius, the Lovers is Gemini, perfect. Empress is Taurus and Libra. We have the Chariot is Cancerian energy, the Hermit is Virgo, and I think that's it. Nope, Hanged Man is Pisces. So I feel like this new moon is fabulous, powerful, positive energy. I can't wait to see what you come up with in the extended, so the link is below. I'll see you there in a second. For those of you in the channel membership, it does take me a little while to get the extended uploaded for you in the membership playlist, so please be patient. As always, I do timestamp that, but I put that in the description box, so you do need to copy and paste it, and that way you can take your cursor and move to the exact sign that you want to watch. For the membership, it's just a clickable link. Okay? Much love to you. New moon in Gemini. Blessings to all, and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye for now.